Over 18 million people visit Spain every year, yes. And some do not decide to leave. Maybe it's the good food, the beaches, and everything there is. And now you can be that person that decides to visit Spain but choose not to leave, which is why in this video, I am going to be explaining how you can transition from being a tourist to being a resident in Spain. Want to know how? Come with me.
Nomads.
From being a tourist to being a resident in Spain. Hi there, you're welcome back to Nomads. So you've arrived in Spain and you are thinking, how can I stay here legally? Is it possible to transition from a visitor or tourist visa to a resident visa? Yes, the answer is YES. Yes. It is possible to transition from tourist to resident, but only through legal pathways. And in this video, we'll cover the real legal ways to stay in Spain long time, including a huge update to one of the most popular routes, Arriago Social, that now requires only 2 years instead of 3 years. So stick around because we will also clear up some common myths that could waste your time or even get you into trouble, right? So if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe for the latest on Spain. This is a channel where we'll post everything about Spain, visas, residency, culture, lifestyle, and you have it. Let's get started. Can you apply for residency while in Spain as a tourist? Many people believe they can enter Spain as a tourist, find a job, and just apply for residency just like that. Without actually not getting the work permit. It's not possible because you have to get a standard work permit or even change your type of visa before you start working legally. Normally, you must apply from your home country before arriving in Spain. But then now you're already in Spain and you're thinking, how do I get the resident and live here? There are exceptions, and that is what we are about to break down. And number one is the highly qualified work permit. Yes, if you're a skilled professional, you might be able to transition from a tourist to a resident through the highly qualified work permit under the Spain's law and entrepreneur law. Yes, you must have a university degree or at least 3 years of professional experience. You must have a high level job offer, maybe in a managerial role, technical or leadership role. You should have a salary of at least 50,000 euro per year, and you should have a contract from a recognized company, maybe a large corporation, multinational, or strategic industry. Yes. And if you qualify, you can apply without leaving Spain, making this one of the fastest ways to switch from tourist to resident in no time. And option two is the student visa. This is best for long-term stay. If you want to stay legally while studying, student visa is your best option. Now, here is how you can apply without leaving Spain. You can enter as a tourist. You have 90 days. You get accepted into an accredited school, university, master's program, or specialized course. Then you apply for the student visa before your tourist stay expires, because as of 2019, the law has permitted tourists to study in Spain before the expiration of your tourist visa. You're going to provide proof of enrollment in the full-time program. You are going to provide a proof of fund to take care of yourself. That is something to show that you can support yourself. You are going to provide health insurance that covers all medical needs in Spain. Now, the big question, how long can you stay? Your visa is valid for the duration of your studies. However, it can be renewed yearly. Can you work while holding a student visa? Can student visa holders work while studying in Spain? Yes, you can work up to 30 hours per week, allowing you to gain experience while studying. So how does this lead to residency? After studying for a couple of years, probably 2, 3, or even 1 year, you can transition to a work permit. Yes, you can find a job. If you find a job within that time and duration, you can actually have transition to work permit. Option three is a family route Arriago Familia. Yes, this is a situation whereby you already have maybe a Spanish family in Spain already, a Spanish connection. You might qualify for the Arriago Familia. It's a 1 year resident permit that is renewable. Yes, that is renewable. So if you can get it, maybe you have a Spanish parent, you have Spanish relations, you can actually qualify for this type of visa. Or even maybe you are the child of a Spanish parent, or you are married to a Spanish citizen, or you're the child of a Spanish citizen, even if you were born abroad. So people in this category, this is a type of route you can actually switch to from your tourist visa. This is one of the fastest and most secure ways to get residency in Spain. Also, this can also lead to citizenship, because if you have a parent, a father as a Spanish person, or maybe you haven't legalized your document yet, you can actually start the citizenship process. Okay. The next one is social routes. Arriago Social. This option is perfect for those who came as tourists, stayed longer, and now they want to legalize their stay. Maybe under irregular conditions, came to Spain and something happened, and well, there's an important update for 2025. You only need 2 years of continuous residence. That is, if you know somebody that's been living in Spain but does not have work permit, you only now need 2 years of continuous residence instead of three. 2 years of living in Spain. And how does this help you to transition from tourist to resident? If you entered Spain as a tourist and stayed, maybe you can actually qualify for residency through Ayago Social after 2 years. And you have to have a proof that you have been living in Spain continuously, maybe rental agreement, bank transactions, medical records, and the likes. Okay, I think this is for mostly people that are already in Spain. I'm not advising you to go and stay illegally after your visa expires, okay? But then if you know somebody that's already in Spain that does not have work permit, or that came in through irregular position, through irregular means, then the person can actually get a work permit. The person should also have secured a job for at least, the latest update is at least 20 or 30 hours, and there should be a work contract with it, and with that they can get the work permit. So because many people come to Spain as tourists, they start working informally, and later they apply for Arriago Social. It's not a recommended thing to do, but it's a common path for those who started working under the table, but now they want to work legally. But then things should be done the right way. And the next option is the entrepreneur visa. Are you a business owner? You want to come to Spain for business purposes, you want to start a business in Spain. You can actually apply for the entrepreneur visa while you are in the tourist visa. Yes, before your tourist visa expires, you can apply for the entrepreneur visa. But then there are criteria, and one is that your business must have an innovative aspect, either about tech, sustainability, or something that is catchy. Yes, you need a strong business plan that contributes to the Spain's economy, and you must show enough funds. You must actually have some funds already available to sustain the business that you plan to launch. And if you approve, you get 1 year residency, which is renewable. That's cool, right? And the next one is a golden visa. That one is going to abolish in April this year, but then you can still try it acquiring property. I think over 200,000 euros. So if I'm not mistaken, then you'll get your residency or resident permit. And common mistakes to avoid: don't make this mistake. Working illegally. Don't work illegally. When having a tourist visa, this can ban you from future visas. Apply with the correct documents. Make sure your paperwork is complete. You know, and don't fall for visa scams. Always use the official government sources or legal experts. If you need counseling services or someone to guide you, I am here. You can write to me and visit my website at www.nomads.com. That is where we can actually talk, and I'll show you more information. And you can actually check my blog on my website. I'm going to be posting more information about moving to Spain, life in Spain, and everything there. So you can actually go from tourist to resident in Spain, but the only thing is that it has to be through legal pathways. And your main options are the highly qualified work permit. So if you have the right skills and the job offer, this is for you. The next is the student visa, where you study in Spain and transition to a resident permit. And mind you, it mustn't be a university, it might be a language course, that is a legit language course that shows that you're studying and all that, okay? Family route, Ariago Familiar if you have family ties, social route, Ariago Social if you've lived in Spain for 2 years, and entrepreneur visa if you want to start a business in Spain. Okay, these are the major routes of legalizing your stay or transitioning from being a tourist to being a resident. So, are you thinking of making a move? Well, try to meet this requirement and make sure to like and hit the subscribe button for more updates on moving to Spain, living in Spain, culture, life, and all there is. Spain is absolutely beautiful, and Spain wants people like you. Go for it. Just can never know what the future holds. Adios!